Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Always light at the end of the tunnel. Now I know that sounds like just one of those popular sayings and one of those rah-rah sayings. But I'm gonna tell you what, I don't care what you're going through, as long as you are trying to do better, as long as you're taking that healing one day at a time, as long as you just keep rising, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And it's a long tunnel. Now, for the people there isn't light at the tunnel, well, unfortunately, a lot of people just give up. They're going through something and they just give up. They don't go, they don't see what can happen. They the type of people who focus on the negative, and for reasons that I personally can't understand, and I'll say why in a second, they remain stuck there. See, by nature, I'm always optimistic because I don't have problems telling people I've been through some things in life, yet I'm still here. So, I'm not super talented or anything like that. I wasn't born with a silver spoon, more like a cracked plastic spoon. So, if I can do some stuff, that means anybody can. That means anybody can. And personally, I've known people who've gone through some way worse stuff than I'm even thinking about. Shoot, some of the stuff I went through is light compared to some people I've known personally. But they just kept going. They kept going. They didn't allow anything to stop them. See, when you're in that dark tunnel, you have to just keep going. Because I don't care where the tunnel is. I don't care where it's going. There's another end to it, metaphorically. But if you just get in that dark tunnel and you just stay there, well, yeah, you're not going to get there. And I don't care what you're going through. You just have to keep digging. You have to keep digging because you just never know. It's like you might just get, I think about this story I read in Think and Grow Rich or Black Choice, and it's actually based on an older story that was, I think it was promoted around the time in the 1800s. And it was about a guy in Africa who had got this land looking for diamonds. He was looking for diamonds and he kept digging and just couldn't find it. He just couldn't find the diamond. So he sold the land to someone else and went searching for riches elsewhere. All right. So he didn't keep digging. Now, and the guy ended up like broke, dead. But then the guy who bought the land kept digging and touched on a whole acre of diamonds. Sometimes you just got to keep going. When you're in that dark tunnel, I don't care what's happening. And I know it can be tough. You're not thinking, it's hard to see like the light, but it's still there. Indeed, as you going through that dark tunnel, that light might be very tiny, a speck, but it's still there. As you keep moving up, as you keep moving through, that light will get bigger and bigger. How often has anyone been through some bad times, but they might just get just a glimmer of hope, just a glimmer, and just took it? It's like, it's tiny, but I'm going to take it. But then the next glimmer of hope is an even brighter glimmer. It's a brighter opportunity. It's a brighter chance. And you just went on and took it. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You got to keep going. I'll tell you what, and I've said this 1,000 times. I'm going to say it 1,000 more. Going through life is a lesson. We're in a school. We're in a classroom. And we have to keep learning the lesson. See, even going through that darkness, that's a lesson. How to get through the darkness. How to find your way out, how to find that light, because there always is something. But the sad thing is, a lot of people, they get caught there and they stay there. Even some people who are working to climb out, they didn't dig that extra few feet. They didn't keep going, and that's one of the things, just going through life. And I'll end up doing a video on this, or a podcast rather. You can't give up hope. You got to keep going no matter what, no matter how bad it looks. I'm going to tell you something I've learned in life personally. Things can change in an instant. Indeed, going through that tunnel, You might be going through, or as that little glimmer, it's getting bigger and bigger. You feel good, but then some light might come from somewhere else, and there's a shortcut. All of a sudden, you dig that shortcut just a few yards, or indeed a few feet, heck, maybe even a few inches, and all of a sudden, you're in the light again. You out of that tunnel. That's how life works. Things can change in an instant. And I've seen that. I've experienced that several times in my life. I've talked with some other people who've gone through some stuff, and they'll say it's just that instant. It could have been a phone call, getting a job, just making a turn at the right place when you're driving. It could be something, but it is something. And I'm going to tell you what, I know a lot of people are going through some stuff, especially in these days. But you know what? People have always gone through stuff. It's different things, and people have made it. If you look at one of the things I do, I've studied the life of successful people, whether in books or people I've just happened to know. And they can always talk about the time they had trouble. And you know what? They got through it. They got through it. Every successful person I've read about, they can talk about the time that they had to eat like just a little bit of food. Shoot, I still remember the time. And it was within the last decade. I had $4 to get me through the week. $4 to get me through the week. But you know what? I got through that week. Now, please, what I got to get me through the week now blew people's minds. Shoot, I don't even need to use all the money I got to get through the week. But that time when I had it, I said, you know what? I can still make it through. There's been some times. And we all go through it. There's no shame in there's no shame in going through it. No one goes, I don't care where they are, they're going to go through something. But when they make it, they become stronger. They are blessed. They've learned the lesson that they're supposed to learn. So that's the thing. No matter where you are, no matter what's going on, no matter how bad it seems, how terrible, how much it hurts, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And like I said, sometimes something might happen. You might get some shortcuts. But in order to even find that, you got to keep going. You got to keep digging. You have to keep going no matter what. No matter what. You are blessed with life. Every single one of you, regardless of how y'all choose to worship Supreme Being, you are blessed with life. You're blessed to be able to be here. You're blessed to be able to be in a position to listen to this podcast, like it, or even if you don't like it, you're blessed to be in that position. Understand no matter what's going on, no matter what, you can make it through. You can win. So I want everybody to have a great Sunday morning. As always, peace and blessings. Keep rising.